Now, in spite of everything that I would like to be making a video about right now, everything that is going on in the world that is adversely affecting people of color, this is the video I have to make at this moment. And I do it reluctantly as hell. There's a group of people on this app that includes creators like Blaze, Alicia, Polisa, Heather Sheridan, Tanya Michelle, Street Scholar, and a host of others that I don't even know their names, that are trying to intimidate people with legal actions because of their hurt feelings. Legal actions that they are trying to justify they will bring by what happened in my situation when I decided to violate the terms and conditions of my probation by going around the country to protest and feeding those who happen to be homeless. And notice how I said that. When I chose to make that decision. Now, the Basement Patrol, as I will refer to them collectively during this video, are not capable of doing anything except exploiting loopholes that already exist in people's lives. They just made sure collectively to call the Department of Corrections in Mississippi to inform them where I was and to hound them until such time as they decided to do something about it, because Mississippi was not actively looking for me. I have 1 million followers on social media, and I was not shy about making videos about the protests and the activities I was engaged in. If Mississippi Department of Corrections was actually looking for me, they could have found me at any given time. Now, hold on to that backdrop as we go forward and understand that the Basement Brigade collectively came together because there are individual pieces of shit bonding over their hurt feelings. Yeah, I hurt a lot of their feelings by basically telling them they were pieces of shit. Now, let's get into why I made this video. Because at this time, the Basement Brigade is trying to engage in activities to intimidate or threaten people with criminal or civil action based upon a flawed premise of they had something to do with putting me in jail in a manner that had nothing to do with my own actions of violating my own probation. That is flawed. All they did was collectively snitch on me. They did not create or manufacture any of the charges that I did 25 years ago. They just collectively snitched. They didn't uncover some smoking gun about my activities that led to me being sentenced to anything except violating my probation for being outside of my jurisdiction. Collectively and individually, the Basement Brigade is nothing more than pieces of shit. Their followers and supporters are nothing more than pieces of shit. They're not engaged in any of the activities they engage in to fight or address white supremacy or oppression. They're only here as agents of chaos. In other words, doing the work of white supremacists for them. They will make up these stories in their minds that they eventually become to believe in that feral ground that they call the brain. They will dox you. They will call the police and have your home swatted. They will make up whole ass conversations that never happen. They will exploit the tiniest piece of information and use it against you because of nothing more than they are miserable and their feelings hurt. And it might be scary to you all to think that those chaos agents, those agents of white supremacy, would use those tactics against you. Understand that it's rooted in their hurt feelings. And if you're doing the work, you expect that from agents of white supremacy also. As far as these criminal charges and lawsuits they're always talking about bringing, they've been talking about them for over 3 years. After serving 13 months on a probation violation, I'm still waiting on the RICO charges that they have been talking about for over 3 years. We are here because one day, 3.5 years ago, some man off his medication went onto social media instead of going to a healthcare professional to find help dealing with his autistic son. We are here because some woman decided that she wanted to be the center of attention, no matter if she had to make up a story about being essayed in the process. We are here because another woman was obsessed with somebody, obsessed to the point of sending them unsolicited nude photographs. And when that person didn't respond in the way they thought that she should have responded, her feelings were hurt and she lashed out. We're here because a white woman got dragged across social media, not for her implicit biases, but for her explicit racism, for deciding that it was okay to use the N word because she had black friends. And Tanya Michelle, I'm not sure why we're here because of you. Maybe you got deported so you could go back to Canada and get free medical care because you needed free medication. I don't know. But you're here also. Oh, and a host of others, I don't even know their names, nor what they look like, but they have all got together and bonded over their hurt feelings that they have collectively blamed on either me or their idea of the fold. In closing, I just think some of you all should put your feelings up. You all get them hurt on this app so easily, and you respond and you bleed all over other people, and we are supposed to respond to your hurt feelings. I don't have that kind of time or energy. If you are that sensitive, maybe social media is not the place for you. I have to address bigots, racists, rocket raccoons, and genocide. I do not have a place on my plate to manage your hurt feelings. I don't care about them. They're not my responsibility. Y'all have the day you deserve. And if this hurt your feelings, refer to what I said just before that.